Vernon in white against Decatur in navy blue. Decatur made it to the finals last year, but the Bulldogs from up north stood in their way this year. Grant Leap with 3 of his 30, game high for Leap in this game. Nick Lind had 14. Mount Vernon goes on to win over Decatur 65-42. Mount Vernon 26-0. Lake Washington and Auburn met in Game 6 to decide who would play Mount Vernon in the second round. Kangaroo guards doing the damage in the first half. Joe Morrison knocks down the 3, and that gave Lake Washington a 2-point lead, 33-31. But Auburn came back to take the lead just before the break, and they would not look back. Randy Ashburn with a big night for the Trojans. Jams at home for 2 of his game-high 23. Auburn wins by 10, 73-63. As we take a look at the scores, boys AAA, the winners in white. Richland still alive. They beat Garfield. Next up for the Bombers will be Mercer Island. Prairie over Bothell. Shadle Park beat Lincoln. Mount Vernon advances, and so does Auburn. Ferris got a win. Port Angeles is taking on Columbia River in the 9:30 game. In women's AAA tonight, Tumwater in white at 23-1 against Foss in green at 22-3. The shot blocked by Onita Frazier. Ahead to Tony Craig for the lay-in. Foss built a big lead early in the ball game. Later, it's Leanne Sheets missing her shot for Tumwater. Right there, nice effort, but it won't go in. Jasmine Davis gets the rebound over to Nikki Davis. Up to Shiante Reed for the lay-in, and Foss goes on to get the victory in that ball game. Federal Way taking on Bothell in the next one. Federal Way jumps out to a comfortable lead this morning in the 9 o'clock game. Kristen Sandberg hits the jumper for the Eagles. In the final seconds, though, Bothell with a chance to win. A tough shot by Janae Krell. That was a tough one to make, and she missed it just a bit short. Federal Way wins a thriller, 46-45. So we go to the scoreboard in girls AAA. Federal Way and Lake Washington, 2 of the winners in the tournament there. They move on to the quarterfinals. Mountain View beats Gonzaga Prep by 12. Enumclaw wins. It's Central Valley over Marysville Pilchuck. Kamiakin remains undefeated. Foss gets a victory. Shorewood and Auburn are playing in the late game. In Tacoma, the AA tournament, Tahoma in blue met the Sela Vikings from
boys. This is undefeated #1 ranked Mount Vernon putting the whammy on Decatur. Mount Vernon got a huge game from their big gun. Grant Leap, that guy, scored 30. He's a good one. The Bulldogs win 65-42. They advance. #2 ranked Decatur, Mercer Island against Curtis. And look, Bubbles the chimp has escaped from Neverland. Randy Brown, Fred Brown's talented son, drives here. He had 20 points. The Islanders won big. They stay alive. AAA scores. The boys, Richland over Garfield. Prairie by 20 over Bothell. Shadle handles Lincoln. Auburn knocked off Lake Washington. Ferris wins. Columbia River trailing Port Angeles. They're in the third quarter, still on the floor. To the AAA girls, East Lake against
snow, we were getting the rain and the wind. Here's what's next for tonight. Decreasing wind. We'll see some scattered showers out there as well, but guess what? More rain is on tap for tomorrow. Sometime mid-morning to late morning or early afternoon, we'll see the rain start up all over again. Doppler radar showing the rain now turning to mostly scattered showers. Most of the shower activity is up in the Cascades and in the foothills, either in the form of rain or snow or a mixture of both. We have another batch of some light to moderate shower moving through the northern sound, and this area looks like it should be affecting you folks up in Bellingham and maybe Everett within the next 45 minutes to an hour. Tonight, cloudy skies, windy conditions until about midnight. We'll see overnight lows range from the mid-30s up around the Bellingham area to the low 40s around the coast. Ocean shores will see 42 degrees, some scattered showers and breezy conditions. Snow up in the Cascades, 4 to 8 inches of snow possible up there. And in eastern Washington, more snow with overnight lows in the 20s and the 30s. Maybe we'll see a mixture of rain or snow around the Tri-Cities and Walla Walla area. Tomorrow, maybe a few sun breaks east of the Cascades, but still a good chance for some scattered showers over there. Highs ranging from the low 40s in Spokane to the low 50s in Yakima and the Tri-Cities. Back home in western Washington, cloudy skies with rain developing once again, and daytime highs in the upper 40s to the low 50s. Here's our extended forecast. I'm shooting for a daytime high of 51 degrees tomorrow here in downtown Seattle with rain, more rain on Monday, and a little bit warmer at 54. A tad bit warmer, maybe a little bit of sunshine for Tuesday and Wednesday, but still a good chance for some rain or rain showers. And then as we move into Thursday, let's try to be optimistic here. Partly sunny skies with a few scattered showers and a daytime high of 56. Overnight lows kind of mild, Mike, into the 40s.
All right, Monty, we're just about ready for springtime. Thanks for watching us. We're going to go back now to Tony Ventrella and Anita Wiggins of the AAA Boys Championship game. Thanks for watching.
Hey, kid, listen to your godfather and I'll let you in on a little secret. I'm giving you free my new dessert pizza topped with M&Ms when you buy a Godfather's Pizza Family Fun Pack. Kids, where'd they go?
Godfather's Pizza's new Family Fun Pack includes a medium specialty pizza and a medium one-topping pizza for just $14.99. And for a limited time, get a free dessert pizza topped with M&Ms.
Pizza, the way pizza was meant to be.
Do it.
I don't shower before work. I email over oatmeal. I take conference calls in my pajamas. Just take a look at the area that I'm highlighting. There. That works. I document conference, I page, I fax, I work out. I get tons done. I still don't shower. I pray we never, ever get video conferencing.
Well, if I had money to tell you what to do, I'd go downtown, buy a Ford truck or two. I'm crazy about a Ford truck.
It's easy to get crazy during Truck Month at your Northwest Ford dealer.
Gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
Get great deals on Motor Trend's Truck of the Year Ford F-150 with over $1,500 and package savings on XLT Super Cab 4x4s or 4x2s.
Gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
Truck Month at your Northwest Ford dealer, home of 5 of the 10 best sellers in America. Again.
The Mount Vernon Bulldogs are one win away from a perfect season. No one has beaten them this year. A win over Paris last night put Mac Fraser's team in position to win it all here in the King Dome tonight.
This is what the kids dream about. This is why they play. It just means everything to them.
Mercer Island lost to Mount Vernon a week ago in the district final. The Islanders earned another chance to play the Bulldogs by beating Prairie last night in the semifinals. Once again, Ed Peppel has taken his team to the state finals.
It's been their dream. They vowed to do it, and now they're there, and I tell you what, it's an incredible feeling for them.
Mercer Island meets Mount Vernon for the AAA Boys State Championship.
The 1997 State Basketball Championships are sponsored with pride by the Dairy Farmers of Washington. By your Northwest Ford dealers, home of 5 of the 10 best sellers in America, again. And get yourself down to Black Angus and get cozy with great steak dinners and a whole lot more.
Live from the King Dome in Seattle, it's the WIAA Dairy Farmers of Washington AAA State Boys High School Championship game. Mercer Island against Mount Vernon, a terrific matchup here at the King Dome tonight. Hi everybody, I'm Tony Ventrella with Bill Rocky, who together with me for the last 15 or so years, maybe 25, 30 years, I don't know, have covered this championship game at all levels. We've seen it all, and I'll tell you one thing we saw last night was Mercer Island winning in the semifinals due mostly to the efforts of one player.
Right, Tony. Brian Brown came to the rescue when he had to in the fourth quarter last night. 19 points in the quarter. He brought the Islanders back, and he's the big reason. I think they're here today. Nobody will argue that.
Shooting effort that people have not seen in many years in the championship game or in any game as far as that goes. But they're up against a Mount Vernon team that's had a terrific year, undefeated coming into this one, beat Mercer Island by 14 a couple of weeks ago. It's going to be a great championship battle. Reporting from opposite side of the court tonight will be Brent Riggenbaugh, who is with a guy who knows a lot about Brian Brown. Let's go over to Brent.
Thanks a lot, Tony. It was worth the price of admission just to be able to sit next to Fred Brown. Fred, you played in many big games in this building, and now tonight your son has a chance to win a state title. Did you give him any advice today?
I did. I gave him some very important advice. I told him to go out and have fun, enjoy himself. This is a state tournament. You know what? You've been there before. You know how to have fun. Enjoy it.
It's really uncanny when Brian shoots the ball, how much he resembles you and how you used to shoot the ball. Does it ever look like you're watching yourself out on the court?
Last night, for a while there, I thought I was watching myself. But, you know, I take bits and pieces of all of my kids and what they've done. And Fred and Tarek and Brian, you know, it's all a part of what we do as a family. And it all comes from their mom. and they're having fun. You know, he's got a smile on his face that beats anything.
Great. Well, good luck tonight, Fred. And Tony, it's going to be a great game. I think Mount Vernon and Mercer Island are going to have an outstanding performance against each other. We'll toss it back to you now.
Well, I tell you, you're right about that. The game is about matchups, Bill, as you know, and we got some terrific ones tonight. Just tell me about one in particular that comes to mind. The one guy the Islanders are going to have to worry about is Grant Leap. He scored 17 a game for Mount Vernon, and for Mercer Island to really control this game, they're going to have to deal with him, slow him down inside. Mount Vernon likes to go to him, and he's their go-to guy. All right, it's the Bulldogs of Mount Vernon against the Islanders of Mercer Island, AAA Boys State Championship at the Kingdome. After this break, we'll be right back.
Gentlemen, our future rests on the success of this cookie.
Yes, CW, but what do we name it?
How about Wafericious? Twist out cookie.
I've got it! Chocolama!
What about you, Hurley?
Oreo.
Hurley, you're a genius.
Got milk?
Some days I'm so hungry I'll eat anything that's not nailed down. Fast, cheap, easy, now. Other days, I want something that tastes great and really satisfies. A real meal. And it's worth the ride to get what I want.
Cruise to Taco Time and grab hold of chicken, beef, or veggie wraps. Each more than a pound of stuff you love. Guacamole, sour cream dressing, cheddar, stuffed in aroma tomato tortilla. Fresh, great taste you'll love. Taco Time wraps.
Fans, just a reminder, early this evening. We need your help and cooperation with the WIA regulations. Sitting down during most of the action.
Back live at the championship game.
School supervisors.
If you've been around since early in the evening, you saw a terrific second half comeback by Federal Way to win the girls' championship. Now it's time for the boys' championship game. Mercer Island against Mount Vernon. The Bulldogs in the white uniforms, you're watching them warm up now. And you know, I was thinking before I read the statistics, Bill, that, gee, wouldn't it be something if this team come through and win the title and stay undefeated? And then I realized that for the last 3 years, that's exactly what's happened. So it's not unusual.
That's right, Tony. 2 years ago, Evergreen finished 26-0. They won the whole thing, 95. Last year, that great Seahome team finished 30-0, beat Decatur in the final. And if Mount Vernon can do it again, we'd have 3 straight undefeated teams, and that'd be pretty amazing.
Now, you know, they did play a couple of weeks ago in district play, and it was not a close game by the final score. 51-37, Mercer Island winning, and yet how would you explain that people are calling for a close game tonight? What happened in the end of that game?
The first 3 quarters of that game, Tony, were actually pretty competitive, and it could have gone either way. The Bulldogs pulled away in the 4th quarter, and the score finished up 51-37, but really it was that 4th quarter that made the difference, and Mercer Island didn't have a good quarter, and Mount Vernon did.
That was pretty much the name of that game. Wow.
That's right.
The new nets are back up. The Kingdome is crowded. And we are set for championship basketball.
You know, Tony, it's amazing. You look over at Ed Pepple and what he's accomplished, and the fact that he's been coaching for 40 years, and he hasn't lost that enthusiasm. It's just like his first year. He's just excited, just like he was a rookie.
You're telling me, I'm sure when he gets to the championship game, and he's been here before, he probably does feel like a rookie. And he's got a relative on the team, right, Bill?
That's right. His grandson, Matt Logie, is on the team. Matt's a sophomore, and you know, there's a lot of speculation, will Ed ever retire? But you gotta believe if his grandson's only a sophomore, he's at least going to stick around till he's a senior.
Well, you would think so. Painted faces abound tonight at this championship game. We'll be back with the opening lineups in just a minute.
Sears Driving School is teaching America to drive.
I learned to drive with Sears Driving School. It's the best money I've ever spent. And they helped with all the arrangements.
Sears helped me get on the road quickly and with confidence. They do it all.
At Sears, our goal is to make you a good, safe driver.
And you can charge your driving lessons on your Sears or Discover card. We have complete adult and teenage courses. Feel relaxed and confident while learning how to drive. Call Sears Driving School.
It's Bargain World's spring sale. Don't miss the 12 hours of extra bargains this Monday from 9 a.m. to 9 p.m. All pre-owned merchandise will be half price. That's right, 50% off all toys, all furniture, all housewares, and 50% off all pre-owned clothing, infants to adults. Don't miss these special savings at Bargain World, your fashion alternative thrift store where our pre-owned merchandise is half price Monday only, and the friendly service is always free. Bargain World in Kent, Puyallup, and Spanaway.
Back live at the Kingdome for the AAA Boys Championship game. Boy, there is a painted face for you.
Yeah, I was wondering about that stuff. What is that stuff? They all have paint on their faces.
I hope it comes off. That would be my only concern. Cheering sections from both teams tonight as we pan the crowd. The Mount Vernon fans, the Mercer Island fans. There they are, some of the kids from Mercer Island. And neither team, Bill, a stranger to championship play. We look back at in the days of Tim Caviezel and company.
That's right.
They were a AA team.
That's right. Mac Frazier's got quite a program going up in Mount Vernon. Very similar to Ed Peppel's tradition he's got going to Mercer Island. These are two solid programs. There's a reason why these two teams are here, year in and year out. There's a reason.
And the other reason, of course, being they keep the sport going in their towns, in the grade school level and junior high level, middle school, and the recreation programs. And it pays off, not just in winning, but in higher grade point average, better participation level, and school spirit, and all those positive things.
Both Ed Peppel and Mac Frazier stress those things too. The team's what's important, and they stress that from the day the guys are sophomores to the day they graduate when they're seniors. It's very important.
Now take a look around. You see some little bit of body paint going on in the crowd too.
That's right. Yeah, I don't know. I still want to know what that stuff's made of. Maybe some of these guys, they were in the tournament last year in Mercer Island here. Maybe those guys just left it on all year.
I think so. I think that's what happened. There's no doubt about it.
Confidence. They knew they were going to come back.
There's my old fishing hat. Got a couple of winter caps going there.
That's nice you lent it to him.
Something from the military store.
Yeah, but we can't tell who he is. He or she is.
And tonight, of course, the home team will be in the white uniforms. That'll be Mount Vernon. Not that it means anything, except that one team wears the white uniforms and one wears the dark. Mercer Island in the maroon uniforms.
Everybody. Welcome to the
And Mount Vernon in the white uniforms. So getting set now for the announcement of the starting lineup. So we're going to go to the PA announcer when he gets underway with that. Boy, the crowd is loud. They are psyched up and ready to go for championship basketball.
Well, we've been doing this all week, so let's give a nice welcome to the cheerleaders from Mount Vernon and Mercer Island. A nice round of applause. Thank you. And now let's meet the supporting players. First from the visitors from Mercer Island. Number 52, Josh Fisher. Number 24, Matt Logie. Number 10, David Hughes. Number 40, Seth Greenberg. Number 21, Jamian McCallum. Number 42, Andrew Enval. And number 33, Will Russell. And now the supporting players from the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. Number 3, Jordan Bell. Number 10, Mark Campbell. Number 20, Scott Collins. Number 23, Casey Garman. Number 24, Josh Marisich. Number 33, Matt McManus. And number 42, Danny McManus. The delay for the starting lineups. Now, here are the starting lineups first. Beginning at a guard for the Islanders, a 6'2" sophomore, number 3, Elliot Brasse Freeman. For the Bulldogs, a 6-foot junior, number 21, Don Holloman. At a guard for the Islanders, a 6-foot senior, number 11, co-captain, Dyron Mobley. At a forward. At a forward for Mount Vernon, a 6'3" senior, co-captain, number 25, Eric Kruger. At a forward for Mercer Island, a 6'5" sophomore, number 34, Tyler Bessecker. For the Bulldogs, a 6'7" junior forward, number 30, Grant Leap. At a forward for Mercer Island, a 6'3" senior, co-captain, number 32, Brian Brown. At center for Mount Vernon, a 6'8" sophomore, number 32, Brian Whitehead. At center for the Islanders, a 6'5" junior, number 44, Ben Jordan. And at a guard for the Bulldogs, a 5'11" senior, co-captain, number 43, Nick Lynn. And the head coach for the Islanders is Mr. Ed Peppel. His assistants are Gary Patterson, Adam Setesnik, Travis DeCure, Lance Davenport, Kyle Peppel, and Scott Diedrichson. The head coach for the Bulldogs is Mac Frazier. His assistants are Scott Stromer, Jim Cucci, Jeff Scott, and Kurt Johnson.
And the officials for tonight's game, I always love the way they pose for us. Scott Federle and Kenny McDougall.
They look like referees, don't they?
They look like refs. They look serious and ready to go.
They got that look.
The official scorekeeper is Bill Bockwell. My name is Paul Heisman.
It's going to be real interesting, Tony, to see who can jump out here. I think Mercer Island would love to get control of this from the start and let Mount Vernon know that last week didn't matter, and this is going to be a new game. Mount Vernon, on the other hand, would like to just show Mercer Island that last week was no fluke, and right now they're undefeated and nobody's beat them.
Well, the keys to the game, Bill, as we get set for the opening tip, pretty simple. Controlling the boards is one of them.
That's right. Mercer Island has got to be tough on the boards. And Brian Brown, who knows if he can do what he did last night. Mount Vernon's going to have to deal with that. And poised by both teams. It's going to be interesting to see who handles this pressure of the state championship.
All right, the Bulldogs of Mount Vernon control the tap early, but it's quickly stolen back by Mercer Island. Here are the Islanders back on offense. And quickly, they are in control of the ball. Brasse Freeman.
The Islanders start two sophomores, Tony.
Yep, they do. Dyron Mobley to the baseline. Up with a shot off the glass, no good. Rebound, Brian Brown. Back out it goes to Jordan. Jordan bounce pass inside. Brasse Freeman up. Layup is good.
Nice drive to the basket by the sophomore. I guess early going, the pressure's not bothering him a bit.
Well, Ed Peppel is the kind of guy that starts people that work well on fundamentals, and if he's got sophomores that do it, then they'll be in the lineup.
Talked about Grant Leap right off the bat. Mount Vernon goes to him, and pretty sure that's what they're going to want to do all day.
First personal foul. Team foul number 1.
2-0 early lead here for the Islanders of Mercer Island. Inbound the ball for Mount Vernon. Stolen away by Mobley, and it's knocked away, and Mobley will go to the free throw line.
First two possessions, Mount Vernon's had trouble controlling the ball. They had a little trouble that last night in the semifinals, too.
Out of bounds, Mercer Island.
Possession foul here. Mercer Island controls the ball. Mobley wasn't quite in the act of shooting. Brian Brown, 32, trying to inbounds it. Gets it underneath, back to Brown, looking to shoot. Blocked underneath, a beautiful defensive play by Whitehead. And it's Whitehead with the ball. Mercer Island losing it and controlled by Mount Vernon.
So we talked about the two sophomores on Mercer Island. Whitehead's a sophomore too.
Sorry, Bill, Grant Leap shot goes off the top of the backboard. It'll be the Islanders' ball.
It's always fun to watch sophomores in a game like this. You're not sure what they're going to do, but they've played a lot of games this year, so in a way they're not sophomores anymore.
Well, that's true.
They're almost juniors.
They're close. Brown inside to Freeman. Shoots, scores. So far, Elliott's got all the points for Mercer Island. 4-0 Islanders. A little bit of pressure in the backcourt, but not too much. Leap with the ball. Bumps up against. Now there's a tie-up by Prasse Freeman
right now.
And it will be, because of the possession arrow, it will be Mercer Island basketball.
I think after what happened last night, everybody's kind of anticipating what Brian Brown's first shot's going to look like. He hasn't taken one yet, but I don't think it'll be long before that changes.
Well, he lit it up last night, but during the season he averaged 11.1, so he didn't do that a lot during the year, but he sure did it when it counted.
And I think last night he realized somebody had to do it, and he was the one. He
got
really
the job done. Islanders control. Shot is short by Mobley. Rebound pulled down by Mount Vernon. 4-0 Mercer Island, early first quarter championship game. Holloman inside Leap. Leap comes up short as he drives to the hoop. Rebound pulled down by Mercer Island. Prasse Freeman.
Tough pass out of bounds there. Mercer Island will control.
Islanders control the ball. Brian Brown setting his offense here. Looking to inbounds it, and he does to Mobley. Back out to Freeman. Freeman back to Mobley on the left side of the key. Underneath it goes to Brown, puts it on the floor, turns around, 15-foot jumper, good.
Brown for two. Well, I guess there's the answer to that question.
6-0 Islanders. First 2.5 minutes gone by in the first quarter of this ball game. Mount Vernon still looking for the first points. Grant Lee pulls the ball high over his head, puts it on the floor, drives the baseline, 5-footer, good. Now that was more of a 2-footer. 6-2.
Nice little drive to the basket by Grant. He's only a junior, so he'll be back again next year from that, Frazier.
Mobley controls out to Brown. In the corner, it goes to Bessiker. His shot off the rim, no good. Rebound comes down to Whitehead. To Lind, rather.
Both teams kind of feeling each other out here. They're trying to figure out who's going to get the momentum.
Holloman's pass underneath, intended for Kruger, goes out of bounds. So it's Islander ball.
Number 20, Scott Collins, into the Mount Vernon lineup.
Interesting thing about these two teams next year, where everybody's going to either be 4A or 3A, both these teams will be 3A next year.
So this could happen
turnovers
again.
right now, Tony. Mount Vernon's got 4 of them. Mercer Island still with no turnovers.
Mobley from the corner. And it is an 8-2 ball game. Mobley with 4 points in the game. There's the steal. Islanders go back up with it. Prasse Freeman out to Mobley. 5-footer, no good, in and out. Rebound comes down to Mount Vernon. There's a foul.
We talked about Mercer Island trying to be aggressive underneath the rebounding. So far, they seem to be doing a pretty good job controlling things.
Besseker called for the foul. Mount Vernon with the ball. They trail 8-2 with 4:20 to go in the first quarter. The championship game. Across the half-court line, Scott Collins, top of the key. Inside it goes to Whitehead. Collins. Lind.
They're looking inside, Tony, but Mercer Island's cutting off the middle pretty well.
Well, they are doing a nice job. Shot by Whitehead, knocked away. Rebound, Mercer Island. Here comes Prasse Freeman. Stops the free throw line, was going to shoot. Instead, passes off. The shot is short by Bessiker, and it'll be Mount Vernon ball again. The Bulldogs in white, they trail 8-2 with 3:40 to go first quarter. Driving down the lane, Grant Leap misses the layup. Rebound, Mercer Island. Down it comes to Brown over the half-court line. About 10 feet from the basket. Hands it off to Bessiker. He drives. Blocked by Leap. Mobley's got it.
Nice defense there by Grant Leap, Tony.
Bessiker inside, a nice pass inside to Jordan, and Jordan hits the 3-foot jumper. 10-2 Mercer Island.
Well, this is exactly what Ed Peppel wanted to see. His team getting out of the gate, controlling what's going on in the early goings. Right now, they're up by 8.
Doc Collins, one of the team for the point guard position, gets it inside to Grant Leap. He puts it on the floor, spins a couple of times, drives in, and scores. 10-4 ball game.
Into the Mercer Island lineup, number 52, Josh Fisher.
Ed Peppel making a couple changes here.
There is an official timeout.
Timeout on the court, 10-4. Mercer Island with a lead, 2:49 to go in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Have you been thinking about getting some new golf equipment? Well, there will never be a better time than now at Pro Golf Discount, because we're having our annual half-price golf sale. We've got a ton of golf equipment at half price. Not everything, but a huge assortment of bags at half price, balls at half price, shoes at half price, even clubs at half price. At Pro Golf Discount, you get the best for less. The Pro Golf half-price sale is going on now, so hurry in for best selection.
I'm going to show you a series of images, and you tell me what you see.
I see Ken Griffey Jr. hitting my fastball into the right field seats.
And this?
Griffey ripping my curve for a double.
And what about this?
Griffey.
You just can't keep me out of your head, can you?
The 97 Mariners. You gotta love these guys.
Thank you. Gary
10-4 Mercer Island. First quarter of play of the AAA championship game. Tony Ventrella, Bill Rocky, Brent Regenbaugh bringing you all the action from on the court, from in the crowd. Josh Fisher is reported into the game for MI.
Josh, another sophomore, Tony. Pretty young Mercer Island team.
Josh wearing number 52. Islanders with the ball. Crosse Freeman, number 3, into Mobley. Mobley's on the right side of the key. Back to Freeman in the corner. Freeman down the lane, shoots, just missed the layup. It's pulled down by Mount Vernon with the rebound. Got to put some points up. Grant Leap, shot blocked by Brown. Knocked ahead from Mobley to Brown. Brown waiting for his teammates. Crosse Freeman slows things down as he controls the ball. Back over to Fisher, just in the lineup. Fisher with a 5-footer, a little bit hard off the glass. And there's going to be a foul. Fisher's going to the line.
Nice drive there by Josh Fisher. Tony, Mercer Island has taken it to Mount Vernon right from the start.
Number 52, Josh Fisher, shooting.
Drive into the hoop whenever they can. .62 sophomore makes the first of 2, and Mercer Island's lead is up to 7.
Come on, guys, back to 11.
Misses that second one. Hits one out of 2. 11-4 Mercer Island. 2 minutes to go, first quarter. Doc Collins controlling for Mount Vernon to Kruger. There's a push. And looks like Kruger may go to the line here for Mount Vernon.
Number 52, Josh Fisher is.
Islanders making a couple more changes right now. Number 10, David Hughes is coming in.
Mercer Island lineup, number 10,
as
David
is
Hughes.
33, Will Russell.
Number 33, Will Russell.
Ed's not afraid to bring guys in and out of this game.
Oh, that's
likes to keep them fresh. Collins with a 15-foot jumper off the side of the rim, no good. Up for the rebound is Brian Brown. That's not Brown, that's Josh Fisher. Fisher got up high for that one. Way up. Shot inside by Hughes is off the mark. Rebound, Mount Vernon. Brown's out of the lineup actually now. Many substitutions early for Mercer Island with an 11-4 lead, a minute and a half to go in the first quarter. This stage, Mount Vernon seems a little unsure what they want to do here on offense. They're struggling to get it inside.
Kruger drives the lane, left-hand layup, too hard off the glass. Rebound to Hughes. Whistle on the play.
And there it is again, Tony. Mercer Island hitting the boards, getting rebounds. Just what Coach Peppel wants to see.
Mercer Island will inbound the ball from the opposite side of the court with 1:12 left to go. We've got a timeout of the court. It's 11-4 Mercer Island, first quarter. We'll be right back.
Oh, hi. This is the Ford Windstar, and there's a number of reasons why it's a great minivan. Like standard dual airbags for protection in a collision, and standard anti-lock brakes to help avoid collisions. Windstar has over 40 standard safety features, which helped Windstar get the government's highest safety rating, 5 stars. And here's a number that makes it easy to afford a Windstar, $1,500 cash back. Ford Windstar, it's the minivan with all the right numbers. See your Northwest Ford dealer, home of 5 of the 10 bestsellers in America, again.
There are people who think water polo is not a game for a man. They're right. This is no game, and he is not just a man. It is a sport, and he is an athlete, just like a football player, just like a basketball player, just like a baseball player. GTE is proud to be the official telecommunications consultant to the NCAA because of him and the pure spirit of college athletics.
Back live at the Kingdome with Mount Vernon holding an 11-4 lead early in the game. Offensively, obviously, Mount Vernon has not been able to get things going yet. They've tried to force a few looks at the bucket, but it hasn't worked out. Defense has been very strong for Mercer Island so far. Islanders control. Josh Fisher with the ball. Over to 21, Jamie McCallum. Back to Fisher. Inside it goes to Hughes. The big guy pumps a couple of times.
Nice
takes a right-hand shot. Beautiful play.
David Hughes Jr. Nice little move there. Gets up above the defense. Mercer Island up 13-4. And Mac Frazier's got to be a little concerned that his team's only scored 4 points right now.
Well, you can see why Mercer Island brings people in off the bench. They can play. It's got a lot of players.
Very deep, Tony. Very deep.
Holloman looking for a shot. Drives right side. Layup is blocked.
Another block inside.
Mercer Island comes down with the rebound again. Josh Fisher calling for one shot. About 13 seconds to go, first quarter.
Have a seat, please.
Under 10 seconds. Fisher, McCollum. McCollum drives baseline. He's underneath. 1 second to go. His shot is up. No good. Quarter ends. And so the Islanders come out strong and take a 13-4 first quarter lead in the AAA championship game. We'll be right back.
Remember to pick up your...
Sears Home Life answers the question, are some sales better than others? Absolutely, especially when you find the furniture you want at a price you want to pay. Which brings us to the Customer Appreciation Day sale, where you'll save an extra 10% on sale prices and 10% on regular prices too. Now at our recently opened stores in Linwood, Bellevue, and Tacoma, and also in Tukwila and Silverdale. Your Sears Home Life Furniture Store. Furniture you love. Prices that say we appreciate you.
What's in it for you on Cairo News at 5? Classes are disrupted and security tightened as Seattle schools become the target of threatening phone calls.
They think it's a game, but this is very, very serious.
A Burien teacher pleads not guilty to charges she raped one of her students. State legislators stall the plan for a new Seahawks stadium. And what makes the city of Kent one of the nation's best places to raise a child? More than just headlines. It's a commitment to the Northwest. Cairo means news.
Back live at the Kingdome, floor level shot. Mercer Island in the dark uniforms, Mount Vernon in the white. We're just starting the second quarter of play. Mercer Island's got a 13-4 lead. Grant Leap is the number 30 you see at the right side of your screen now. getting set to get the ball inbounds for a team that has struggled offensively. Pretty obvious with 4 points in the first quarter.
That's right. It's a little surprising that the way things went last week is they having trouble trying to figure out what they're doing. Right now, Mount Vernon only shooting 20% from the field, 2 for 10. The Islanders, on the other hand, a little better at 35%.
Collins, 12-footer off the mark, rebound up and in. Brian Whitehead, the big guy, 6'8" sophomore, goes up high and drops one down. Maybe that'll get some momentum going for Mount Vernon. They still trail 13-6. Islanders with the ball. Josh Fisher out to Hughes. Crosse Freeman drives the lane, up and short. Rebound, Hughes.
Fisher. Great rebound by Josh Fisher there, Tony. Gets a rebound, takes it to the basket. Mercer Island's now up 15-6.
Lots of size inside for Mercer Island. Lots of people can jump and get up there and block shots, and that's been the difference so far. Mount Vernon's got size too, but they're not working with it yet. From the corner, Nick Lind missing the three-point attempt.
The foul's on number 10, David Hughes, his first personal foul, team foul number 4.
Mount Vernon controls under their own basket, down 9 points here in the second quarter. Looking to get something going offensively. Pass goes underneath to Brian Whitehead, but he couldn't control it.
Yeah, they call it off Mercer Island. Mount Vernon's going to hold on here. Still, Mount Vernon a little unsure of what they're doing on offense.
Holloman, number 21, will get it inbounds to Eric Lind. Lind puts it on the floor, spin move. Shot inside by Leap is off the mark, but a foul is called.
Interesting thing about Grant Leap too, Tony.
On number 3.
No, size his shoes are. Look at those shoes he's got.
Oh my gosh.
He wears size 18
For
shoes.
the Islanders, Ben Jordan. Jordan
That makes the floor shake.
That's right. I'm sure that's what's shaking it.
Grant Leap has had a terrific season. He's had a terrific tournament so far, averaging 17 points a game, a 6'7" junior. Makes both free throws, and they've pulled it within 7. Mercer Island leading 15-8. Islanders with the ball, bit of pressure in the backcourt, but they break it quickly. Josh Fisher, 52. Cross court to Mobley, takes a shot and misses from 15 feet out. Rebound Mount Vernon, hoping to get some momentum going. Collins in the corner, it goes to Nick Lind. Lind was going to take a three, changed his mind inside the Leap, off the glass, too wide, too far. Rebound to Crosse Freeman, and here come the Islanders. Mobley. Brian Brown back in the game. Driving shot is off the mark, short. Rebound saved by Mount Vernon. It's their ball. 6 minutes to go in the half.
The Islanders have come down a couple times here and not scored. See if Mount Vernon can take advantage of it. Try to cut into that 7-point lead that Mercer Island has right now.
Inside the Leap, puts it on the floor, goes in, layup is good, 15-10.
That's how Max Frazier draws it up. That's what he wants him doing, getting the ball into Grant. Let him drive to the basket.
He's got 8 points already in this game, Bill. 8 of his team's 10 points. 15-10 Mercer Island. Underneath for the very hard hook shot that's good as Ben Jordan.
Tough hook shot by Ben Jordan there. But hey, it went in.
That's right, 17-10 Islanders. Collins, Lind, Leap underneath. He's fouled. Brian Brown. Well, it's pretty apparent what Leap is going to do tonight. He's going to try to get fouled as much as he can.
We'll look at it again. Going inside to Grant Leap. He gets fouled.
Team foul number 6.
Very good shooter.
For the Bulldogs. Grant Leap shooting 2. In for the Islanders.
I think Mount Vernon's trying to make a little run here, Tony.
Yep. Will Russell in the game now. along with Tyler Bessiker for Mercer Island. There's Ed Pepple as he continues to use his bench, and why not? He's got a tremendous amount of talent on that team.
Free throws no good.
Misses both of them. 17-10, they still trail. Brown driving. Might be a charge. It is. Brian Brown has 3 fouls on him.
The foul is on number
Brian
32.
goes strong to the basket here.
Brown's 3rd personal foul.
Defense. Brian Whitehead gets in front of him, takes the charge. Brian Whitehead's got a nickname, Tony.
What would that be?
Darby.
No
kidding.
Darby, it's actually his middle name, but teammates call him Darby.
That's a nice name.
It is.
We'll just call him Darby the rest of the night. 17-10, Islanders. Mount Vernon with the ball. 4:50 to go, first half of the championship game. Mount Vernon, momentum picking up a bit. Nick Lynn, 20-footer for 3, no good. Rebound, Classe Freeman. Around the back dribble. In the corner it goes. They almost lost it, but Mercer Island's got it back again. Fisher drives, shoots, scores.
Basket by Fisher.
Another nice drive by Josh Fisher.
Fisher with 5 in the game. 19-10 Mercer Island. Holloman, number 21. Over to Collins. Collins drives, bounce pass inside. The bucket's no good. Brian Whitehead was fouled on the play. So they're going hard to the hoop and trying to draw fouls, and they've been successful so far.
That's right. That's what Mac Frazier wants his team to do. Get it inside. He thinks the size at Mount Vernon with Brian Whitehead and Grant Lee are an advantage over Mercer Island, and that's their strength. That's what they want to do.
Brian Whitehead shooting.
The 6'8" sophomore at the free throw line, trying to cut the lead to 8. Misses the first free throw.
Second
19-10 Mercer Island with 4 minutes left to play in the first half. His second free throw up, back the rim, and drops in. So it's 19-11. Backcourt pressure now by Mount Vernon. See if the press works. Mercer Island having a little bit of trouble breaking it, but they do it. Classe Freeman across the half-court line. Inside it goes to Fisher. Stops, shoots from 10, off the glass, too hard. Rebound, Mount Vernon. Here they come again. Collins gets the ball knocked away. Foul is called on number 44, Ben Jordan. Look at the replay.
Ben Jordan.
The foul is on number 33, Will Russell. His
foul's on Will Russell.
Team foul number 9.
9th foul on the Islanders, I think. They better start watching that statistic.
Shooting 1 and 1. 1 plus the bonus.
One thing going right for the Bulldogs, they're going to the line a lot so far.
Start making the free throws, this game could tighten up. It's 19-11. Collins makes the first of 2.
Scott Collins, a hockey player too, Tony. A lot of basketball players don't play hockey.
Well, that's you don't see that crossover.
But he does.
He misses the second of the 2 free throws. 19-12, Mercer Island with the lead on the ball. Classe Freeman going one-on-one against Don Holloman. Freeman gets a bounce pass inside, or actually not inside, to the left side of the key. Now it's inside to the big guy. Ben Jordan. And Jordan, well, somebody committed the foul for
There was an official timeout. Checking into the Bulldog lineup, number 25, Eric.
Timeout on the court, 19-12 with 3:37 left to play. Mercer Island with a 7-point lead. We'll be right back.
Tom, can I make a suggestion?
You're fired!
Welcome to eternity.
Heaven. Yeah. Mel. Wait a minute. Where am I?
Got milk?
The biggest golf event of the year is happening this weekend at all 3 Putts Golf Superstore locations. At the Seattle Driving Range and Superstore, it's our Demo Days celebration, an event so big it lasts all weekend. Visit with factory reps, try all of the latest and greatest equipment from the 97 PGA Show. Hit all of the top names in golf at Putts Golf Range and Superstore, 117th in Aurora. Take an additional 10% off everything at all 3 Putts Golf Superstores. That's this Saturday and Sunday, 10 a.m. to 4 p.m. Don't miss it.
Washington are proud sponsors of the WIAA.
3:37 to go in the first half. 19-12 Mercer Island
Their sponsorship
over Mount Vernon State Championship basketball. Hey, don't forget, be sure to stay with us at halftime for highlights and a complete sports roundup with Bob Harwood. Find out how the Husky women did today and all the rest of the sports at halftime of the championship game.
Tony, we're in the state championship here. Mercer Island right now has got 3 sophomores, a junior and a senior on the court.
Grant Leap, number 30, left of your screen, getting ready to inbounds the ball for Mount Vernon. They trail by 7. Not a great offensive struggle yet. The bench scoring, well, obviously Mercer Island's got the deeper bench so far. Outscored Mount Vernon bench 7-1.
You'd expect that, though. They're putting a lot more guys in there.
Well, that's for sure. They're using their bench. Baseline shot by Nick Lind is swatted away. I didn't
Just
hear a whistle.
Another great block. The Islanders doing their best to deny the inside to Mount Vernon.
Great defensive play. Islanders playing good defense tonight. Long bomb for 3 from the corner by Lind. No good. Rebound inside is in and out by Brian Whitehead. They try it again and miss. Rebound comes down to Mobley.
Mount Vernon just struggling from the field. Just struggling.
Here's Prasse Freeman. To Fisher. Back to Freeman. Freeman. Layup. Good.
Nice drive by Elliott there. He's not fazed by the state championship at all.
Elliott's got 4 in the ball game. Long bomb missed by Leap. Rebound Mercer Island. They're up 21-12.
To the souvenir booth on the
Prasse Freeman setting up a play. That's Fisher. Fisher driving left side. Hooks one in. Kind of a scoop shot off the glass. He's fouled. Goes to the floor. He'll go to the free throw line.
Josh Fisher likes to drive to the basket.
He's first person.
Not afraid to take it inside there. A couple more changes. Tyler Bessaker going out for the Islanders right now.
Holloman comes in for Mount Vernon.
Fisher at the line, shooting.
Fisher shooting 2 free throws for the Islanders, who lead by 9. Make it 10. They've been in control the whole ballgame. It has not been a back and forth battle yet. We have not seen that offensive blast that you love to see in the championship game yet.
Well, when you win a game like they did last night, Tony, it's got to make you feel like you can do it again. Well, the confidence for the Islanders right now has got to be sky high, and they seem confident. They seem like they think they can control this game, and so far they are.
Well, Mount Vernon had to struggle to win their semifinal game.
That's right.
And they're undefeated. There's always pressure that comes with that. Shot by Mount Vernon is off the mark. Rebound comes down to Ben Jordan. Here come the Islanders again, up by 11, 23-12. Clock moving with 1:45 to go in the first half. Prasse Freeman, nice inside move. Shot is off the mark, but he's fouled.
Boy, these sophomores they're fearless out there. And although they're only sophomores, you never know whether they'll ever get back in a game like this ever again. And obviously the future is going to be pretty good for both of these teams. But
Freeman's first free throw is good, 24-12.
A couple little fans there.
Lots of little fans here tonight. Freeman with 5 and now 6 points in the ball game. Timeout on the court. Mercer Island with a 25-12 lead and 1:39 to go in the half. We'll be back.
Makes me uncomfortable when there's a bunch of yapping while I eat. That's why I like those comfy private booths at Black Angus.
Especially when they're setting out top sirloin with pan-roasted garlic, a dozen golden fried shrimp, and barbecued baby back ribs. Black Angus garlic steak, a dozen shrimp, barbecued ribs, and all the fixings, just $11.99.
With no discomfort and distractions.
10 years ago, this leading consumer magazine rated dozens of mattresses. Sleep Country has turned back the clock on mattress prices. Now you can buy the mattress set that was at the top of their recommendations list for $100 less than the price they showed 10 years ago.
Want a cell phone? Compare the 4 C's and you'll choose a car choice better than free cell phone with $100 free accessories plus free activation.
Car toys, a better way to go.
Okay, good. Go ahead. Back live at the Kingdom. Mercer Island up 25-12. You know, we're going to do something we haven't done in the past, and that is talk to representatives from each of the championship schools. Not necessarily on the basketball team, but just good representatives for their schools. Let's start with Veronica Flores. No, we're not going to do it now? Oh, we aren't. Okay, we're going to do it at halftime. Hold on, guys. We were
we're going to take a little break there because the scoreboard went out. Well, now it's gone out again. We have a little problem with the scoreboard at both ends of the court here.
Yes, the scoreboard is dark. Mercer Island has a pretty darn good lead. Well, it's back on now. Let's see if that fuse stays.
Tony, look at the season Mount Vernon had this year. Their only real close game in the regular season was at Seaholm. Grant Leach tied it up with 13 seconds left to force it into overtime, and then Mount Vernon went on to win it. Then, of course, last night, that was another close game. But the Bulldogs managed to get into the championship game.
Late shot by Eric Lynn, winning it for them last night. And
that was a clutch shot. And they kind of, they had the game against Ferris, and they kind of let it go there in the end, and it took that shot by Lynn, I think, to turn it around and get Mount Vernon into the final here. Those scoreboards are on right now.
Oh, everything seems to be working. The band, the scoreboard, the Islanders sign. Teams are back on the court for the final 139 of the first half.
Well, they don't use these scoreboards that often, so they might need a tune-up.
Well, that's probably what they need. A little wiring, some of that electrical tape.
Yeah,
we'll
just tape it up.
We'll get some of that. I got some in my car, in fact. I'm constantly using that on different things. All right, here we go. Mount Vernon down 13, trying to get some momentum before the end of the first half. They have not had much of an offensive half. That's the understatement of the week. There's a steal by Freeman. Lay-in, good.
Great play by the sophomore guard from Mercer Island. They're going to get a foul here on Dyron Mobley.
Freeman's got 8 points in the first half of this game, and his team leads it by 15.
The foul is on number 11, Dyron Mobley, his first personal foul.
Let's take another look at that play. Great steal.
Mercer Island really playing aggressive here. The whole first half this time a little too aggressive. Dyron gets called for the foul.
Don Holloman
at the line.
Well, they're not even making their free throws now. This is a half they have to discard and come back out and regroup because, boy, it has been a tough first half for Mount Vernon. Misses both free throws. Islanders come down with it. Josh Fisher, the midcourt line with 1:13 left to play in the first half. Over to Mobley. Back to Fisher. That's Freeman. We're looking for one shot here. Mobley, top of the key. Puts it on the floor. Out front it goes to Jordan.
Mercer Island playing with the clock a little bit here.
Oh, they are. 50 seconds to go. This is Mobley, who's going to shoot, but he's got, and the steal. Here come the Bulldogs. The three by Kruger is good.
Oh, they needed that, Tony.
Collins scores.
Let's give the right credit. A shot like that can do wonders when you're not shooting very well.
And I'd like to do credit to the guy that actually made the shot, Scott Collins. Mobley's shot is knocked away, blocked underneath by Whitehead, but there's a whistle on the play.
Dyron Mobley going to the line, takes the pass, drives to the hoop,
lineup for the Islanders.
Gets fouled. Took a whack on the hoop. 27-15.
Mercer Island shooting.
Mercer Island by 12.
Dyron in the future thinking about possibility going to the University of San Diego or Pepperdine. Those are two schools he's been looking at. Play some college ball. He's certainly good enough to play when he's in college. Averages 14.2 for Ed Peppel.
Pushes that first free throw off the back of the rim and no good.
David Hughes.
David Hughes coming back in for Will Russell. Even with 19 seconds left, Ed's making a move here. Trying to get the right combination in there.
Mobley's second free throw is good. 28-15. Islanders by 13, final 20 seconds of the first half.
Ed Peppel doesn't like this call. Ed looks about the same every game.
Number 10, David Hughes, his second personal foul.
There's no question that's Ed Peppel.
Got the hands on the hip. That's
At the line,
argues the call.
Whitehead.
That's the same suit he's worn for many years. And
Yeah,
it
but
looks good on him. Oh, it
that's
looks
tradition.
great.
I like that tradition.
Oh, no, it looks good.
Yeah, it looks like Ed.
It does. That's who you want to look like. And now the scoreboard has gone out again.
Ed's got
it's
his
back
son,
on.
Kyle, one of his assistant coaches over there. In fact, he's got quite a assistant coaching staff over there. Scott Diedrichson, who played for him also. Gary Patterson played for Redmond.
I remember
He's
Gary.
one of Ed's assistants as well. Kyle's shouting out some orders there.
Brian Whitehead
See,
shooting.
he'll probably get Ed to try and buy that kind of suit, but Ed won't go for it.
I don't think Ed will ever wear a suit like that in the game.
Whitehead, this has been a problem for Mount Vernon the first half. Free throws. They have just not been hitting free throws. Scoreboard clock's going off again. Let's see if they're going to wait for it to go back on or just run the...
And this is it's tough when you're playing. Once is okay, but when it goes out every 3 minutes,
it's bad enough you can't get momentum going.
Takes you out of what you're doing.
You know, every time we say it's off, it comes back on.
Mercer Island right now, they like what they see. They'd like to get this half over and go back in the locker room, realize that they're in control. Mount Vernon, on the other hand, they're going to go in and do some talking, I think.
They got to do something. I'm guessing they're going to come out and drive to the basket more, try to draw some fouls. Of course, they haven't been hitting free throws, but they got to do something to get the momentum going, to force it a little bit.
And they're not used to this. They haven't been in this position all year, really. Facing a 13-point deficit at halftime, that's new to them.
Brent will be talking to the leading coach at halftime, and at this point, I think it's pretty clear it's going to be Ed Peppel.
I'd go with Ed Peppel on that one at this stage. I'll tell you what, if Mount Vernon can take the lead in 13 seconds,
they deserve
a heck of a 13 seconds.
All right, Brian Whitehead at the line for the second of his 2 free throws. He missed the first one. And he made the second, so it's 28-16.
Mount Vernon making substitution here.
Boy, I'll tell you.
Kruger into the Mount Vernon lineup.
25, Eric Kruger coming in.
This has been a herky-jerky first half. And if you're the team that's ahead, that's okay. That's Mercer Island. 13 seconds ago, they got the ball. They're up by 12. Marseille Freeman, the midcourt line, leaves it for Fisher. Fisher drives, stops, pops, hits.
Just a nice jumper in the first half. Just what Ed Pepple wants. That kind of shows you what happened in the first 2 quarters of play.
30-16, Mercer Island with a pretty hefty first half lead over undefeated Mount Vernon with 16 minutes left to go in the championship. Boy, if you have gone 28-0 for your season, and then you come out and score only 16 points in the first half of the championship game, we know 2 things. First of all, it's uncharacteristic, and we don't expect that in the second half. And the second thing we know is there are going to be some adjustments in there. Let's go to Brent Ringenbaugh with Coach Pepple.
Thanks, Tony. As expected, a very intense and physical first half. Very impressive defensive first half by your team. You're really allowing Mount Vernon. You're not letting them get into their rhythm at all.
Well, thank you. We're really proud of our defense. We've been a good defensive team all year. And yesterday we did it with offense, and today we're playing very well defensively. We just have to do it for 16 more minutes.
The other impressive thing is your sophomores. They're stepping up. This is a big game for them, and they're meeting the challenge right now.
Well, we don't have any sophomores. They've played 29 games. They're definitely not sophomores anymore, and yeah, I'm very proud of them. We've got a lot of confidence in them as well, and they're doing a great job.
Well, good luck in the second half, and Tony, we'll see if there's any more magic left in that maroon jacket come the second half. Back to you guys.
I got a feeling there's magic in that maroon jacket, and a lot of notes and a lot of other things too. You know, we have a couple of special guests joining us here at halftime. Representatives, reporters, if you will, for their respective schools. This is Ricky Doyle, at least I hope it's Ricky. That was your name last time I met you, Ricky. From Mercer Island, and Veronica Flores from Mount Vernon. Let's start with you, Veronica. What things about your school would you like people to know besides the great basketball team?
Mount Vernon High School has a really good all-around atmosphere. Mount Vernon likes to bond by doing get-togethers and lots of assemblies. We also have teams and stuff for games and soccer. Our high school is a great place. Everyone tries to get together. It's a great place to be, and we all have the good school spirit.
All right, Veronica, that was like a commercial. So, Ricky, you get the same 60 seconds. Go ahead. I know Mercer Island has a great basketball team. What else goes on over there?
We've got a lot of great athletic programs, but come basketball season, everybody knows something special is going to happen. As long as Coach Pepple's around, it's just an incredible program. But I think this year's team and this year's crowd is a little bit more special. A lot more school spirit than we've ever seen, I guess, as you can see, and a lot of younger players on this year's team, so it's just been a lot of fun.
And by the way, this is my tie. Is that my tie? Did I give you that last year? No.
Not last time I checked.
No, I guess not. No, I have one just like it. But anyway, you guys are great spokesmen for your school. Thanks for coming by at halftime. Good luck in the second half. He's got the edge so far, but there's another half to go.
Let's go.
All right.
Let's go, Mount Vernon. Woo!
Thanks a lot. Thanks, you guys. Thanks to our guests, Ricky Doyle, Veronica Flores, representing their respective high schools tonight as our reporters. Mercer Island with a 30-16 halftime lead in the championship game. Let's go back to the studio. Bob Harwood with an update on sports. Bob?
Tony, thanks again. Mount Vernon and Mercer Island fighting it out for the AAA boys title. Earlier tonight, we brought you Federal Way's thrilling comeback victory. That was over Central Valley in the girls AAA championship game. Congratulations to the Eagles of Federal Way. Now, the girls and boys AA titles being decided tonight at the Tacoma Dome. West Valley and Prosser in the girls matchup tonight. The Prosser Mustangs in white. Some great ball movement here to set up Meredith Walker. She led Prosser tonight with 14. A big night for the Kalis family. Andrea playing for Central Valley in the AAA title game. Her twin sister Angela leading West Valley tonight with 17. The Lady Eagles put it away in the fourth quarter. Keisha Sowers drives and gets the basket. She finished with 11. West Valley wins the AA title 61-44 over Prosser. O'Day and Cheney, boys AA title game. The Fighting Irish of O'Day trying to become just the 7th team in state history to complete an undefeated season. Carrie McDonald hits the jumper, and O'Day is off to a quick start. Cheney staying close. Pat Stifler drives through the O'Day D and gets the layup to fall. O'Day led it by 10 at the break. The Irish pull away late in the second half. Douglas Wren hits the tough turnaround jumper. 59-46, O'Day completing a perfect season. They win the AA championship. Now, the University of Washington women's basketball team opened up the NCAA tournament at Lawrence, Kansas tonight and took on number 6 Vanderbilt.
The Huskies kept it close for a while, but fell by a 74-62 final score. Jamie Redd paced the Huskies with 21 points. Washington ends the season with a record of 17-11. Sonics coach George Karl and fellow former Tar Heel Sam Perkins on hand to watch North Carolina coach Dean Smith pick up win number 877. North Carolina taking on Colorado. Coach Smith becomes the all-time winningest coach in college basketball history. Antoine Jamison leading the way with 19 points, 73-56 the final score. The Heels win it. Dean Smith coaches his way into the college basketball record books. Second round scoreboard now, East Regional, Carolina and California moving on. Southeast winners, number 1 Kansas and Arizona still alive. Midwest region, UCLA by 13 and Iowa State with the upset over Cincinnati. St. Joe's needed OT to beat Boston College, national champion Kentucky with a 6-point win over Iowa. We are at the half of the Mount Vernon Mercer Island AAA State Championship game. The second half is just minutes away. Up next, though, a big day for the Mariners and the big fella on the mound, Randy Johnson, the unit, looking sharp in his longest outing of the spring so far. We'll have the highlights. That's coming up next.
Underhand toss for the force on Mike Matheny.
Respect, trust.
We have to earn it every day with every customer. Being a technician at Greg's is a profession, not a temporary job.
Save $20 on a major tune-up. Call 800-79-GREGS.
I personally guarantee the quality of every job.
Just because somebody moves away, he doesn't stop being my friend, you know. Some of my best friends in the whole world I may not recognize right off the bat, you know, because I haven't seen them in 20 years. I still talk to them all the time.
I guess I have to say doctor, Tom.
That's why I think GTE is such a good value. I can call anyone in the country for 14 cents a minute anytime I want.
Well, run me.
Because I don't have any off-peak friends.
On the next Highlander, immortals know how to play the game.
Everyone carries a sword. Everyone takes heads. We fight or we die.
But someone is changing the rules.
Please, put up your sword. You must be the new prophet.
Forcing Duncan MacLeod to expose the truth.
This guy's a fraud. He's killing them off.
Before Richie's fate is sealed. We were meant for war. On the next Highlander.
Sunday night at 9 on Cairo TV 7.
Then hurry to Jerry Solomon's Used Car Superstore, where inventory is overstocked with trade-ins. 400 units, discount prices, 2 locations.
Only at Jerry Sullivan's Used Car Superstore.
Stop by today.
Okay, now we got the clock set for 45 seconds. Okay, we're watching.
The second half is just minutes away. We'll send you back to Tony, Bill, and Brent after we talk some baseball. Randy Johnson back on the mound against the Brewers today after hitting JT Snow in the eye just a few days ago. Johnson bounced back with a solid performance. A Peoria Stadium record today of 11,111 to watch the performance. And Johnson got plenty of run support from the big Mariner bats this afternoon. Edgar Martinez, a smash down the left field line. 2-run homer for Edgar, second in as many days, third of the spring. Mariners led it 2-0 in the first. Johnson's numbers impressive. 3+ innings, 4 strikeouts, including the freeze on Mark Mieske. The kind of effort the M's left-hander should be pleased with. The skipper pretty happy as well this afternoon. More Edgar Muscle in inning number 3. His second blast in as many at-bats. This one a solo shot. Number 4 in Arizona for Martinez now, and the M's are up by a 4-0 score. Jay Buhner was the only Mariner slugger still searching for a Cactus League home run, and the search concluded with that swing of the bat in inning number 5. It made it 8-4 Mariners. They went on to win it by an 11-5 score.
I felt extremely comfortable out there. My velocity was getting there, and I faced more batters. So each and every time I go out there, I'm hoping to make leaps and bounds of improvement, and I have at this point.
Yes, I just swinging the bat good. Had a good game yesterday, and another good one today. So it's good to finally get in the groove.
You are up to date on the rest of the day in sports. Plenty more coming your way. We're going to send you back now to the Kingdome for the second half of our AAA Boys Championship game. Tony Ventrella, Bill Rocky, and Brent Ringenbach, take it away.
Back live at the Kingdome, halftime score. Yeah, that's the halftime score. Mercer Island up over Mount Vernon 30-16. You know, we had the all-academic award for the girls' game as the Everett High School team, but for the boys, it's Gonzaga Prep winning the Academic Achievement Award with a grade point average of 3.584. Gonzaga Prep boys basketball team with a grade point average of over 3.5. You know, earlier this evening, I had a chance to talk with Steve Mattson from the dairy farmers and talk to Steve about, well, frankly, how great it is to be a part of the WIAA championship.
It is, Tony. You know, we've been involved now with the WIAA for it's really our first year being involved with them, and the first time with basketball. And it's just an exciting time to be here, and the same events happening in Tacoma, and last weekend with the 8 championships also in Tacoma, and it's just a great time for high school sports.
Now, I know you played at Lincoln High in 74, 75, and 76, won it in 75, almost won it in 76, or
should have won it.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you corrected me on that. But it's got to be because of that. You come out here and you must get a feeling of maybe a little shaky knees or something when you get this close to the title game.
It's exciting. I tell you, just sitting here and watching the communities come in and the students come in, and I can just sense. I know what the players are feeling right now, and it's really the climax for their high school. A lot of these seniors that are playing for the last time. This is a big game, and it's fun to be a part of it.
You know, we talked about this during the football game. I find this to be true more so than not, and that is that the grade point averages, the spirit in the schools that have teams that are effective and good, it seems to be better all the way around.
Absolutely. I think, when the kids are involved in extracurricular activities, whether it's sports or some other activities, we find they work harder, they're more disciplined, and they perform better. And really this is about, building better citizens. And we're excited to be a part of that.
All right, there's your score at halftime, 30-16. Mercer Island ahead of Mount Vernon. And, of course, the dairy farmers doing a lot financially and personally to help make this such a terrific tournament. Judy Jennings from the WIAA, Executive Board President. You guys work so hard. And actually, this part is easy for you, isn't it? Well, relatively easy.
This is the fun part for us. The Executive Board doesn't really have a role in actually putting on the tournament. We sponsor the tournament and help provide the regulatory rules that go with it. But it's exciting to see all of these kids having such a wonderful time and working so hard to get to this point.
And there's tremendous enthusiasm for people who are out there watching now whose kids maybe have grown up and graduated years ago. They don't have kids in high school. It's a positive thing for them to see events like this because kids today really are terrific and really are trying to learn and better themselves.
Absolutely.
And I think that's something that's proven by these games. Now, you're not really rooting for anybody here, are you?
No, I'm not. I think I'm excited to see how well both teams are doing. It's been a pleasure to be at the tournament this year with the quality of ball that's been played.
We've had a terrific time. Next year, I won't ask you to comment on 4A and AAA, but it's going to be a little more work for everybody involved for next year, isn't it?
Yes, there is. We're working right now to plan for that so that when it happens, it will go smoothly and everybody will have as great a time as they're having now.
Judy, great job again. Thanks for stopping by at halftime.
Great.
Mercer Island is behind, but hey, stranger things have happened. You saw what happened in the first game tonight.
I saw the girls' game, so
right. Mercer Island is ahead, is what I meant. Thanks for coming with us,
Thank
Judy.
you.
We'll see you later. Have a good time in the second half. Let's toss it over to Brent for a second half comment and then interview. Brent?
Thanks, Tony. I'm with Coach Mac Frazier of Mount Vernon. Coach, not probably the situation you want to be in right now. What'd you tell your team at halftime?
Well, we need to shoot a heck of a lot better. We've had lay-ins that we've missed and free throws that we've missed. We just haven't played very hard, and I'm not sure why. We just haven't been aggressive, and that's what we're working on.
Well, you guys found yourself down last night against Ferris, came back and won that game, so your team obviously has the ability to come back.
Well, they have a lot of heart, and they know exactly what's ahead of them. It's going to be tough, but I believe our kids can do it.
Okay, good luck, Coach.
Thank you.
Tony, back to you.
All right, thanks, Brent. Great job. Stick around over there and see what you can find in the second half. We're going to take a break. We'll come back with some first half stats and second half championship action in a minute.
The word has gone out to every future shop across the country.
Everything!
To every department.
Everything?
For 3 days, all home, car, and portable audio is on sale. Like an RCA 40-watt high-powered 3-disc mini system with double cassette, digital tuner, and remote, only $179. So if you want to save big, there's just one word to remember.
Everything?
Everything is on sale at Future Shop now through Saturday.
did Consumer Credit Counseling help you?
I was falling behind in the bills, and managing money has always been a struggle for me. Consumer Credit offered free counseling, and we put together a plan to get me and my life back on track.
I wanted to buy a house, but every month my paycheck was already spent. With Consumer Credit's help, we prepared a workable budget to eventually own my own home.
If you need help, call Consumer Credit Counseling today. Our services are free.
Time highlights of tonight's game are sponsored with pride by the Dairy Farmers of Washington.
First half highlights, Mercer Island jumping out to a pretty good lead. Mobley inside. Let's get out of the highlights and go to live action because they've started. Second half underway. Early in the second half, 30-16, Mercer Island with the lead.
Interesting thing for the Islanders, Tony, two of those sophomores, Josh Fisher with 9 points in the first half. Elliot Prosse Freeman, 2 sophomores leading the way in the state championship. Brian Brown, only 2 points in the first half.
But of course, as Coach Peppel told Brent, they aren't sophomores anymore. They played 29 games. They're juniors. Oh boy, they're going to the boards now. Inside they go for Brian Whitehead, trying to force the offensive action a bit. As Mount Vernon scores first here in the second half, they trail 30-18. Now the pressure's on. Almost steal the ball. They're battling for it. No referee's call. I like that. They're letting them play. Brian Brown, 15-footer. Yes!
The first 3 or 4 minutes of this quarter are going to be crucial for Mount Vernon. They've got to get something going right now. They can't let Mercer Island continue to do what they did in the first half.
Brown with 4 points in the ballgame. Islanders lead at 32-18. They've just started the second half of play. Mount Vernon in the white uniforms. They'll inbound the ball. Don Holloman, number 21, a guard, 6-footer, senior. Gets in and delete. Back to Holloman. Almost carried the ball. He's at the top of the key. Inside it goes, and a beautiful pass to Eric Kruger, who's there for the lay-in.
Great pass, great shot by Eric Kruger. Mount Vernon coming out a little more aggressive, I think, in this half. I'm sure they had a little talk in there at halftime, and Mac wants them to play a little different. And they get another turnover here by Mercer Island, traveling.
Freeman called for the travel. Mount Vernon ball coming out of the backcourt. Not too much pressure being put on. Freeman stays back there with Holloman, but he gets it over the half-court line. Holloman setting up a play. Comes left side, and Freeman knocks it out. Mount Vernon in possession of the ball. They trail by 12, 32-20. Early second half.
And again, they're not used to this. This is new to them.
There's Kruger driving the lane, shoots, scores. And is fouled. A potential three. Oh, wait a minute. Or did he?
Here's a replay.
Foul on number 34, Tyler Bessiker.
Yep.
Foul on Tyler Bessiker.
Team foul.
Nice drive to the basket by Eric Kruger. Hits the bucket. He'll go to the line. The lead down to 10 right now. He can get it under 10 for the first time in a long time. And this is exactly what Mac Frazier wants to see happen to start out this third quarter.
Well, I think you're going to see him going to the hole more, trying to draw the fouls. They're going to have to do something to wake up the offense. His free throw off the front of the iron. They had an awful lot of trouble hitting free throws in the first half. That continues. Mercer Island by 10. They got the ball. Prosse Freeman over the 10-second line to Brian Brown. Brown only with 4 points in tonight's ball game so far, but he heated up in a hurry last night at 19 in the fourth quarter for a total of 31. There's Fisher, number 52. Bounce pass to Brown. Brown back out on top to Jordan. Fisher is going to take a shot. Now he's driving, stops, back out it goes, and for a second, Jordan almost lost the ball. He's got it. He turns. He goes in for the 3-footer, and he's fouled.
Jordan with a nice drive does the foul on Brian Whitehead.
The foul's on number 32. Brian Whitehead.
Whitehead's got 2 now. Nobody in real foul trouble yet. Oh, I think Brian Brown has 3. 21-2 so far. 5.5 to go, third quarter. 10-point lead for Mercer Island. Make it 10 because he missed that free throw.
I think it's real interesting so far. The two seniors, Dyron Mobley and Brian Brown, have had great tournaments, have not been the big factors so far for the Islanders. It's been the younger guys.
Second free throw good. Islanders up 11. That's Kruger. Ball knocked away. Tied up.
No ball, possession arrow.
Possession arrows in favor of Mount Vernon.
Yeah, so they keep the ball anyway. They're definitely being more aggressive here. Kruger driving to the hole that time.
I'm sure that was discussed at the half.
Well, I bet you it was. They had 16 points in the first half. They've outscored the Islanders 6-2.
I'm sure Max Frazier told them they're not playing their normal game. They did not play their normal game in the first half. And I'm sure he wants them to get back to what they've done all season.
Stolen by Brown. Brown almost lost control. He stops, he shoots, it's good.
You know, Brian, known last night for his outside shot, but he likes to drive to the basket too. He did it right there. And he's pretty good inside as well.
Well, he is. 13-point lead for Mercer Island. Mount Vernon trying to answer that. They can't afford to not at this point. There's the three, and it's good by Nick Lynn. A big one. 35-25. Islanders come right back. Mobley driving. 5-footer. Blocked. Knocked away nicely by Brian Whitehead. Rebound comes down to Mount Vernon. Full court pass to Leap. He loses it off his hands, and it'll be the Islanders' ball.
Pace is picking up a little bit here. So far in the third quarter, a little bit of a different game. Teams are starting to run more.
You know, we didn't discuss that. Who would have the advantage in a run game and a running game?
Well, I think Mercer Island would love to get into that kind of game and not have to worry about attacking the Mount Vernon big guys inside.
Islanders up 10 with 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Lasse Freeman puts it on the floor, and he's fouled by Holloman.
The foul is on number 21, Don Holloman.
He's got 3 on him now.
Team foul number 2.
Elliott drive into the basket. Just a little slap there from Don Holloman. Brian Brown shouting out instructions here.
Inbounds the ball. It was almost a surprise to Mobley. Brown with a long 3 off the mark. Rebound, Fisher fights for it. Out of bounds off Fisher. It'll be Mount Vernon ball. Great effort by Josh, but it went off his fingertips. Grant Leap will inbounds the ball. He's going to have to step it up here in the third and fourth quarters.
They haven't been able to get it into Grant that much. I'm sure they want to do that a lot more, but so far, really, he hasn't been much of a factor.
Leap with a turnaround underneath. Got fouled.
I say that, and he drives to the basket and picks up a foul just like he did in the first quarter coming out. And they went to him almost every time down the court to start the game, but they kind of got away from that.
Team foul number 2. Grant Leap at the line. Leap shooting. 2.
Now Leap's going to have to make these free throws, something that his team did not do in the first half, and he does. 35-26. Mercer Island by 9. Grant Leap has 9 points in the ball game. Makes both free throws. He's cut the lead to 8.
There is an official timeout.
35-27 Mercer Island. We'll be right back.
Friends, what do you get when you put Post Bow RV together with the Tacoma Mall? You get the biggest spring RV sale in our history. If you're looking for a motorhome, travel trailer, fifth wheel, or camper, any maker, model, new or used, this is the sale you've been waiting for. Friends, it just doesn't get any better than this. Come see us at Tacoma Mall. But hurry, it all ends March 23rd. Post Bow RV will save you a ton of money.
Some days I'm so hungry I'll eat anything that's not nailed down. Fast, cheap, easy, now. Other days, I want something that tastes great and really satisfies. A real meal. And it's worth the ride to get what I want.
Cruise to Taco Time and grab hold of chicken, beef, or veggie wraps. Each more than a pound of stuff you love. Guacamole, sour cream dressing, cheddar, stuffed in aroma tomato tortilla. Fresh, great taste you'll love. Taco Time wraps.
Well, if I had money, I'll tell you what I'd do. I'd go downtown, buy a Ford truck or two. I'm crazy about a Ford truck.
It's Truck Month at your Northwest Ford dealer. Drive home the best-selling Ford Ranger with $1,500 cash back. That's $1,500 back on any Ranger loaded the way you want it.
Check out these great deals during Ford Truck Month.
I'm gonna buy me a Ford truck and cruise it up and down the road.
Truck Month at your Northwest Ford dealer, home of 5 of the 10 best sellers in America. Again.
35-27 your score with 3:50 to go in the third quarter. The Islanders with the lead and the basketball. Crosse Freeman to Brian Brown. Brown back to Freeman.
Mount Vernon's crowd a little quiet in that first half. Starting to wake up a little bit here.
Well, they are. That's
true. They like what they've seen so far in this quarter.
From the corner, Mobley's bomb is off the mark. Rebound, couple of shots more. They miss them both. Mount Vernon comes down with the ball. Kruger's got it. Over to Collins. Collins controls. Bounce pass inside to Leap. There's a foul. Might be on Fisher. If it is, it'll be 3.
Josh doesn't like that call.
No, he doesn't.
Josh Fisher against third personal foul. Team foul number 3.
Actually, no, I've never seen a guy that did like that.
No.
I'm trying
Very
to think
rarely.
Back. Trying to think back when someone has thanked an official for getting a foul call. Nice play by Collins, but it didn't go. Leap with a rebound, back up with a reverse lay-in, and he's fouled again.
Great rebound by Grant Leap there. He's kind of caught. Not Collins, wasting no time.
Collins has just fouled out of the ball game.
Dribbling down, he pulls right up, hits the three-pointer. Right in the bottom of the net, cuts the lead now to only 3.
And then, of course, he's reacting right there to the foul call. Well, let's see, still on the court.
Once again.
No, that's 5, though.
Once again, Elliott Crosse Freeman at the free throw line.
Eric Kruger.
Situations like this, Mercer Island can make their free throws.
You know, these kids are both juniors. There you see them. Collins and Grant Leap sitting there wondering whether or not they're going to be able to pull this out, but they will be back next year, as will this guy, Elliott Crosse Freeman. What a night he's had for the Mercer Island Islanders. They got a 4-point lead with 33 seconds to play.
Into the Islander lineup number 21, Jamie and
14 points for the sophomore.
Jamie and McCollum coming in. Brian Brown's going to take a seat temporarily.
Mercer Island bench. Freeman's second free throw is up and rims out. Rebound comes down to Kruger. Over to Holloman. Back to Kruger. 25 seconds to go. Shot pumped up and three-point land by McManus.
Jordan Bell.
Jordan Bell, yeah.
Jordan Bell just into the game, hits a clutch three-pointer. Bell fouls Dyron Mobley. Here we go again, Mercer Island now going to the line with only a 1-point lead.
58-57, 14.5 seconds to go. Bell just checked into the game a minute ago. Hits the clutch 3, commits the foul here, but that's no problem. He's only got 1 on him. Mobley at the line. 14.5 seconds left. Mercer Island clinging to a 58-57 lead. Makes the first free throw. Brian Brown checking back into the ball game. Mercer Island lead is 2 now, 59-57.
Round for Russell.
Dyron Mobley trying to give him a 3-point lead. He does. Timeout called by Mercer Island. They lead 60-57 with 14 seconds left. in the championship game.
Ed Peppel wanted that timeout real quick. He wants to make sure his team knows what he wants them to do here with a 3-point lead, 14 seconds to go.
Mobley making the one free throw. He's got 10 in the ball game. His team leads 60-57.
Mount Vernon without two of their top players. But Jordan Bell comes right in. He hits a three-pointer. Everybody knows this is for all the marbles.
You know, there's another junior. Jordan Bell, a 6-foot junior guard. They got some great juniors on this Mount Vernon team who are getting tremendous experience in tonight's ball game.
Like we talked about earlier, they may never get here again.
Well, that's
they
always...
may never get in the championship again, and they know that.
All they're thinking about now is the last 14.5 seconds.
The Islanders don't want to do is foul beyond the three-point line right now.
Yeah, that's pretty much where the Mount Vernon offense is going to come from.
I'm sure Coach Peppel has said no fouls. So here we go. Brian Whitehead will take it out.
Fans, just a reminder that if following the game, fans are strictly prohibited from
Mount Vernon inbounds the ball. Here's Jordan Bell. He might just take a three himself. 8 seconds to go. Pops the three. Misses off the right side. Rebound, Mercer Island. That could be it. A foul is called. 4.5 seconds to go.
Mount Vernon went for the three-pointer, tried to tie it up. It was off the mark. And Mercer Island, with a three-point lead, 4.5 seconds to go, could start celebrating. Brian Brown could all but ice it if he can hit these from the free throw line.
Well, he missed the first one.
Brian Brown with the line second.
He makes this one, he will ice it. If he misses it, well, he's still got a chance for a tie. Makes the second one. Mount Vernon down 4.5 seconds to go. They'll try a desperation three, and there it is. Off the mark, Mercer Island has won the state championship. 61-57.
Ed Peppel getting a big hug. He's now won the state title for the third time.
Well, we'll let the pictures speak for themselves. The Islanders of Mercer Island have won the state championship. As our camera gets in close on the bottom of the pile. What a great effort tonight by sophomore Elliot Prasse Freeman, Josh Fisher. Terrific game tonight. And now the first team, all-tournament team has been announced. We're going to show you that. Mercer Island has won the state championship for their third time. And I'll tell you what, this one's as sweet as all of them, because these guys haven't been there before. Ed Peppel has, but not the players.
And for the first time, Mount Vernon comes up a little short. They've got nothing to be ashamed of. They've had an incredible season. Mercer Island just a little better tonight here in the AAA Boys State Championship.
Well, you know, it comes down to the first half. They got off to a great first half. Had the momentum, had a big lead. Mount Vernon did make a run. In fact, had the lead. But then it swung back the other way.
And that's a tribute to Mercer Island. They didn't lose their composure. They regained the lead, and they hung on to win the state championship by 4 points over previously undefeated Mount Vernon.
Well, the kids from Mount Vernon, there's no doubt they're upset. Undefeated all year. This is not only lost in the state title game, but it's their first loss of the year. They haven't had this feeling all year. But this is a great team. They're going to bounce back. They got some fine juniors and other underclassmen. Mount Vernon will be back.
No question, the future's bright for both of these teams, Tony.
And Mercer Island will be back, too. They got plenty of young guys on this team. We're going to get over to Brent with hopefully the winning coach, Ed Pepple. And let's go over to Brent Ringenbaugh right now with the winning coach and players. Brent?
First of all, for the second place trophy, sportsmanship is the appreciation.
There we go. I think Brent is with the coach.
That's right, Tony. We got Ed Pepple here. He just won his third state title, and this one has to be special for you because you had so many young kids, but you guys stepped up to the challenge and you did it.
The most important thing is we got a lot of old kids. Our seniors are the most magnificent group of leaders that you could even imagine. It's not sweeter than everything else because anytime you win a state championship, it's about the top of the mountain. But I'm proud of our sophomores, I'm proud of our juniors, I'm proud of our seniors. Our coaching staff, even though we had a lot of coaches, now they know why, because I need all kinds of help. So I had plenty of help from the players and the coaches, and Mercer Island fans are awesome.
Mount Vernon put up a heck of a fight, took the lead at one point, but your guys showed a lot of poise in battling back and trying to win this thing.
Well, we told them that it was a 32-minute game and you got to have poise down the end. And what can I say? They were absolutely awesome. It was unfortunately, I got to get up and play tennis at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
Good job.
Or maybe just stay up.
Okay. There is magic left in that maroon jacket. Mercer Island won their third state title.
All right, Brent. There's the championship trophy. Boy, what a great night number 33 Russell had. He did well tonight, as did the rest of that outstanding team. Will Russell is a senior and had a good night. We're going to take a quick break. We'll be back with more. Mercer Island wins the title. We'll be right back.
Hey, Seinfeld, 6 times a week right here on Cairo TV 7.
It's the Washington State Daily Game Drawing for Saturday, March 15, 1997. All drawings are witnessed and verified by a representative from the certified public accounting firm of the Cleese Miles Group. Last week, daily game winners totaled more than $190,000 in prizes. And tonight's winning numbers are 4, 8, and 2. That's 4, 8, 2. Numbers drawn are not official until validated.
Does it seem like the weekend is the only time to take care of personal business? The problem is that when you're off, just about everyone else is too, but not at the Money Store. If you're thinking about refinancing or getting a home equity loan, call the Money Store this weekend and apply by phone. There's no application fee, and chances are you'll have an approval by Tuesday.
Palmer, there's still more bags in the car.
So if you want to refinance your home or get a home equity loan, call the Money Store this weekend at 1-800-LOAN-YES.
It's the Washington State Daily Keno drawing for Saturday, March 15, 1997. All drawings are witnessed and verified by a representative from the certified public accounting firm of the Cleese Miles Group. Last week, there were more than 40,000 daily Keno winners. And tonight's winning numbers are 7, 9, 11, 13, 14, 20. 27, 36, 39, 42, 43, 47, 49, 54, 59, 67, 69, 70, 73, and 77. Numbers drawn are not official until validated.
Great job again. Thanks, guys.
The player of the game is sponsored with pride by the Dairy Farmers of Washington.
All right, there it is, the championship net. That's going to be a souvenir, little pieces of it in Mercer Island scrapbooks for many years to come. Let's take a look at our players of the game. Tough choice, really, on both sides. Grant Leap, who fouled out the terrific junior is the player of the game for Mount Vernon. 14 points, 8 rebounds, but I'll tell you, Bill, it was close because Scott Collins came on strong in the latter part of this ball game and really deserves some recognition, as does Brian Whitehead, Nick Lind, all of them really did a great job. But Grant Leap is our choice for player of the game from the Mount Vernon Bulldogs. Now, as far as the champion team, the Mercer Islanders, another tough choice tonight because you had lots of great play in there. Number 33, the big senior, Will Russell, pulled down a key rebound late in the ball game. But your player of the game is sophomore Elliot Prasse Freeman. 14 points, 9 rebounds. Let's go to Brent with Elliot.
That's right, Tony. I got Elliot right here, the player of the game, a sophomore. It just must be a special feeling for you right now.
This is incredible. I can't describe the feeling, but I don't think I was the player today. It was a team game. The whole season we stressed team. Brian Brown was absolutely amazing the last 3 games, and Josh Fisher took us on his back today and single-handedly got Grant Leap out of the game. So it's not about me. It's not about any one of us. It's about the team. And that's how it's been the whole season. And right now, I'm going to go cut down some nets.
All right. Go enjoy that, Elliot. He's going to go cut down some nets, but you can expect to see more of him and the other sophomores at Mercer Island. They got a couple more years left.
Man, I want to tell you, I feel like I just came from a Zig Ziglar seminar after that one. Elliot Prasse Freeman, player of the game, great spirit. He's got 2 more years with this team, but boy, tonight's the night. This is the special time for this team. And we're going to take one more break, come back with some more pictures of the Mercer Island State Championship, their 3rd one. After a quick break, we'll be right back at the Kingdome.
The mystery of the blinking rings. And now, my finest illusion. Voila! Empty! Thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you. Oh, no, please don't get up. You're too kind. Thank you.
Just yours.
It's not necessary for you to...
Got milk?
Ow!
Friends, what do you get when you put Postbo RV together with the Tacoma Mall? You get the biggest spring RV sale in our history. If you're looking for a motorhome, travel trailer, 5th wheel, or camper, any maker, model, new or used, this is the sale you've been waiting for. Friends, it just doesn't get any better than this. Come see us at Tacoma Mall. But hurry, it all ends March 23rd. Postbo RV will save you a ton of money.
The crime-fighting machine of the future is here. Viper, a series of high-tech heists.
Somebody waltzed in and out of here with one of the Defense Department's best-kept secrets.
Put the Viper team in the line of fire.
We were brought in to test your security system. In my eyes, everyone's a suspect.
Are they being framed?
We need anything that will help us get to the bottom of this.
Or have they crossed the line?
I think we've been made.
Next time on Viper.
Sunday night at 8 on Cairo TV 7.
There it is. That's what you get for playing so hard and winning the championship. That big trophy sits in the cabinet over at Mercer Island, and it's going to sit there for the 3rd time, Bill. They earned it tonight.
Well, this is what they shoot baskets late at night for all their lives. They go through all those practices just to try to get a chance to win a state title, and right now, Mercer Island's cutting down those nets.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun for them, and they're having even more fun now. Let's toss it over to Brent for a final comment.
Back by Mount Vernon showed so much heart, showed how much heart those guys had, but Mercer Island, in the end, they had the Ed Peppel coach team, and they came through at the end.
And I think the most important thing, Brent, is that he's got a tennis match at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning.
That's right.
I think we got to keep it in perspective here. As Ed does, he made sure to thank all his sophomores, his juniors, his seniors, everybody, and not just the sophomores, but terrific team effort by all of them tonight. We have lots of people to thank. We'll do it quickly, and then we're going to show you the scores of both games, just in case you missed the girls' championship game. First of all, great job by our statisticians again, Don Bogey and Dan Guzzo, for sticking with us throughout both games and giving us all the statistics. Bill Rocky, Brent Regenbaugh, terrific job on the boys' game. Michelle Perkins, Nita Wiggins on the girls' game. We wrap it up from the Kingdome by showing you the final scores of both the championship games tonight. Federal Way beating Central Valley for the girls' AAA title 56-45. And in the boys' championship game, ending just a few seconds ago, Mercer Island wins it over Mount Vernon 61-57. Thanks for joining us, everybody. And good night from the Kingdom.
The 1997 State Basketball Championships were sponsored with pride by the dairy farmers of Washington. By your Northwest Ford dealers, home of 5 of the 10 best sellers in America again. And get yourself down to Black Angus and get cozy with great steak dinners and a whole lot more.